I'm really good. This is an amazing event, amazing people.
I know I kind of like, a couple times, so I appreciate you taking a couple minutes.
Oh, I'm happy to talk. I'm happy to talk. Thank you.
But my name is Ryan. I'm with DOLLFACE6. I worked in almost 15 years ago, and I got a job qualifying Dollface with women and children who wanted to be women. So, yeah.
I mean, you could take a video. I don't know if the audio is good.
He knows.
You could just take a video, like, flip upside down and upside down.
Yeah. Let's just work with this, and I guess I'll just have to cut the audio in post-production. I mean, I think the best thing to do is just work with my phone, and I'll just have to cut the audio.
Oh, what I mean is, you should hold it, like, right here, just upside down at us, because if the video's over there, the audio won't work at all. But if you just do this and have it turned on, then it'll pick up our audio as best as possible, and you can video sync it with that video, right?
I just learned a trick from Ian Carrol.
To be fair, I've never done that, but I problem solve.
Great idea.
Do you want to just use these stuff? Just like
I do.
I agree. This is the first one I've gotten for. I like this.
So yeah, DOLLFACE6. I was on the next team called Female Engagement Team. Our mission was to engage people and on our engagement, I was telling you about, upon leaving, I was in the race, I was living a security major asked me if I wanted to take my makeup off. We patrolled back to the patrol base, and I said, nah, I'm good. And he said, okay, Dollface, and it was kind of more than that. So, Dollface is, I'm covering and interviewing girls who are on the team, and I'm working on my interview as a feature of the commander of the Afghan People Tactical. So that's just kind of what I'm working with right now. And I was really excited to meet you and talk to you today because I have, I think, an interesting line of questioning under the arc of two historical theories. So, first theory is clash of civilizations, and the second theory is individual capacity.
You're going to have to break them down of what they mean to you and what you want me to know. Because
you're on the right track. You're on the right track. Let's start with some true or false. And this is all, there were no right or wrong answers, by the way. So it's kind of subject to interpretation. But war is fought between cultures, not countries. True or false?
False. I don't think it's fought between either of those groups. I think war is fought between financial groups of power at this point, which does sometimes align with cultures and sometimes aligns with countries. But that's not the people that's not the powers directly, in my opinion.
Excellent. Okay, next true or false question is history is linear or evolutionary? Thus, everywhere in the world will
History is definitely not linear, and everywhere in the world will definitely not ever be a democracy. As in, history is constantly being lied about as it's happening, rewritten as it's remembered, and then fought over as various groups fight for narrative control. And it's always complex and it's always evolving. So, yeah, and I'm not going to give you any simple answers to anything.
Oh no, that's why I like these questions because you can really answer them how they're looking.
Exactly.
So, with that being your response to the last question, if everyone in the world was a democracy, there would be no war.
Oh, absolutely false. I mean, look at us. We are technically a democracy, and we are the primary instigator of basically every war for the last 80 years. So, yeah, super false.
Yeah, I'm actually working on something right now that we're calling camouflage. So, final open-ended question, but I have just some other questions on the side.
Anything at all.
What does your position determines what personal
these days, democracy means whatever the Democratic Party needs it to mean for their propaganda. But realistically, what democracy means is a broad concept that has to do with systems of government that are based on the concept of people voting for their representatives or direct governance. In reality, it's way too broad of a term, I think, and it doesn't really specify enough. Hence why we are not actually technically a democracy. We are a constitutional republic, and I think that is a far more safe and effective way to build a country, because democracies can be so easily co-opted by anyone and their mothers, whereas a constitutional republic is based in a document, and if that document is carefully constructed, then you have a serious layer of protection from corrupt forces. Like today, they are trying to undermine our First Amendment right to free speech, freedom of the press, freedom of thought, literally. But fortunately, the Constitution is still holding strong and protecting that. That's why they're trying to shame the Constitution, slander the Constitution, and are literally talking about, maybe it's time to rewrite the rule. Shut the fuck up. This is America. I see three options. One is Trump wins, he's sincere. RFK and Tulsi are already establishing a new team of people, and they do a way better job than Trump's last time, and we basically enter the best possible version of what could come next, and shit starts to just people go to prison. The second option is Trump wins, but he wasn't really sincere, and we kind of get a repeat of Trump getting handled by the establishment in Washington State, and RFK didn't really get to make much of an impact, and there's too much corruption, and it's all right, but it's not great. And the third option is Trump wins, but then the Democratic Party does what the CIA does best, and their endorsement of Kamala is more than just a suggestion, and we wind up with 4 years of Lord knows what hell on earth. And probably, I don't want to talk about what happens next.
Maybe we can save it for another conversation.
Yeah. It's not good.
It's coming out in a couple weeks. And then from there,
I didn't know the specific numbers, but yeah, I knew it was a fair bit. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, CIA's got to keep their proxy armies supplied and ready, just in case we had to, spread some democracy somewhere.
Absolutely. Well, I'm pleased that you knew something about that. Not everybody does, but I was trying to share this information today. So, what inspired you to pursue what you're doing? And what inspired the
What inspired me to start was being a GameStop investor and having all this corrupt financial just fuckery being exposed on Reddit and then not getting out to anyone else outside of it. And I just was sick of no one trying to spread that message. But what inspired the way that I do it is spending years and years teaching in various very cool small schools and realizing that that learning happens where attention flows, and attention is flowing into our screens right now. And so if we want to change people, and we want to change the next generation and change ourselves, that has to happen inside of our screen. And so taking what I knew about teaching and about how to sort of hold attention and tell stories and communicate, that is why I create videos the way that I create videos.
Wow. Yeah, so teachers are natural storytellers. Excellent storytellers, so I can totally see that. Yeah, I think, I love the way you answered every single question, and I really appreciate your time.
Thank you. Yeah, thanks for having me.
That is a gift from ATO. That's my coin.
Hell yeah.
So this is my character, Edie. She's a Greek goddess. Greece is the emphasis of the West. I feel like with Clash of Civilizations, binary opposition is kind of getting the roots of our argument, and I'm leaning into it. It's a good framework for the work that I'm doing, and
thank you. The Dollhouse Institute.
how's your Latin?
It's horrible, but I was just trying to figure it out. Pax is not peace, right? It's like it is a pact, so it's peace. Human peace based on voluntariness, so bone does not mean based on, it means how close am I? A benign, voluntary human peace.
Close. I mean, as close as anybody's going to get.
Yeah, give me the
Peace
closest.
to men of goodwill, but grammatically speaking, that would
Peace
mean
to men of goodwill.
peace to people of goodwill.
Yeah.
But the alternative to that is accountability.
Yeah, may you go to fucking prison. May you be court-martialed and sentenced to life.
So,
Depends.
cool.
What was your other question there? I forgot.
How long it takes you for an active investigation?
Right now, I kind of forget about it. Okay, so I'm currently reading about the 60s. I'm reading Chaos and the Laurel Canyon book, all about the subversion, because based on Diddy. So I'm doing a bunch of Diddy. But I to understand the present, it's really good to examine the parallels of the past. So I'm digging into the CIA's control of the 60s in order to reflect on it.
Very thoughtful. I appreciate that. Do you want to get some questions in with him too? Okay. Let's
So real quickly, just so you know, they want to
again. Got it.
Yo.
Would you mind just doing a picture with me?
Totally. Jump in here.
Do you want to be Brian? No, I don't. Thank you. Such a pleasure to meet you.
Likewise.
He was waiting for a little bit too.
Yeah, you want to do an interview? Yeah.
And then Christy, do you want a picture too? Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
All right, ready? And 1, 2, 3.